Did I take it? Yeah, we're taking the rope. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. Okay, so there's a skeleton buried in the wall. It's still lighting up. I have the rope now. There must have been a use for it around somewhere. Okay, so it's definitely going to be that broken ladder. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yeah, we're going to climb down. Ooh, sorry, every time I look down, it's because my controller is like going nuts, vibrating. Like it's still vibrating. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. So as we go deeper, there's a sickening smell. Probably death and decay. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave-in. Alright, there's another door here. Nothing else in that room that looked like I could grab. My hands tingled from the burn of sliding down that rope. It was lucky I found that. Who knew what would have happened if I had jumped down? Yeah, probably would have broke my leg. Still, it was all I could do to not have rushed out of that awful place. That rack, those terrible tools. What the hell was I going? What the hell was going on back there? Okay. The metal door groaned as I leaned into it, causing my heart to skip a beat at the sound. As I peered ahead into the dark of the next room, I worried that I should have taken that gun I saw. But me with a gun? What? I did not see a gun. I don't remember seeing a gun at all. Oh, that's great. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that it must have been a soar landing. A soar landing, like soar enough to give someone a limp, maybe? We'll find out. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it, so there was mud on the ground. Let's make sure. Oh, there was similar dirt on my own shoes. Do we go up the ladder? Oh, sorry guys, my phone's going off. Do we go up the ladder, or do we go into this door? Let's go through the door first. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? There's an exit there. What's this? A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? We're going to take the knife because obviously I missed a gun somewhere. And I'm vibrating again. Somehow the knife seemed a better idea than the gun in that tunnel. I did not see a gun anywhere, and I hate that I missed that. I felt that I was pretty thorough. Shit. Alright. Let's try these doors out. Locked. Musty smell. Okay, so this one's open. Let's see what's inside. So it looks like there's a valve, and I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Let's ignore that valve for now. It's obviously got a prompt, but it's got a number on it, so let's see what's in 2. So there's another valve. 3 and 4, it continues. 3 and 4. I'm not gonna mess with those right now, because I don't know what they do, so I want to see if something kind of prompts me to want to mess with those. That's the locked door, so we're going to keep going past it. Let's try the exit. Let's see what happens when we go through the exit. And I know that I left that ladder back there untouched, but I just want to see. Sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down into that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the future water. Okay, so obviously the way I'm going to drain that water is with those valves. But before I do that, I'm going to go back and go up that ladder that we didn't originally go up. Okay, so up here we got a lot of boxes, and it looks like a pile of trash. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Yeah, let's take the tape. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but it took it anyway. Is there anything on the other side of this ladder? Nope, just a wall. And we're going back down. Alright, so we're gonna go through, and That's the locked door. Here's one. Let's turn this. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Yeah, that's right. Looked like I turned off the water flow to this valve. Okay. Water flow is off on one. I thought I could turn it. Yep. We're gonna turn that one. It didn't clink when I hit, so I'm gonna do it again. Okay, yeah. Okay, so my controller vibrated that time, so I know that it's definitely off. Let's see, 3. We're gonna turn it again. And I guess we're gonna try it one more time. And it's off. And now to 4. Alright, so that one's off. Definitely felt that turn off. I hate that this door is locked. More than likely I missed a key in that tunnel area that we just went through, that I missed the gun too. I hate that I missed that. Okay. Let's go down this ladder. What is that? Looked like the water drained out of the grate in the wall. There's a key. We're taking it. I guarantee it goes to that door. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd shaped I had no idea what it might open. Let's go check out that door. Let's hope for the best, right? Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from... Dang. Oh. That was really hopeful, guys. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else there could be out here. Safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? Let's try it again just to make sure. Faded paper was yellow and dusty, but there it had obviously been wiped off recently. Door was locked. I could see a faint light within, so that's locked too. Everything's locked. I'm not allowed anywhere. How about this door? I can go in that one. Another body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There's a key ring. There we go. Sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yeah, we're gonna take that. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Okay, so more than likely the knife that we found earlier was used to stab this guy to death. I was feeling even more sick from seeing another dead man. I didn't want to get any more blood on my clothes. Hey, there's a camera. Oh, I'm getting a text. I bet it's my wife. Nope. It's my mom. But my wife is up, I just heard her. Maybe the VHS tape I had found could be useful. Okay. So we're gonna go back to all these doors that have been locked, and we are going to try them again. Didn't I just come across a locked door through here? I did. Okay. The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. Looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. I wondered what was on the tape and why it was thrown out. Well, we're about to find out. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on that VHS tape I had found. Did I play the tape? Yes. The video showed a man... Oh, that's a creepy noise. Right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched like somebody had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been 2 men. Okay, so now I'm dealing with 2 men. I couldn't stand to watch that video again. Alright. We're gonna go back up to that one room that it was locked and hope that we can get in with this keyring. Hopefully that keyring didn't just unlock the security room. Alright. Alright, this was the door that was locked. I tried a bunch of the keys in the keyring I had found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. Awesome. A collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. The wall was littered with dozens of old, faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines, in the forest, and in one case dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these same articles had also been pasted up back in those tunnels. A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from the local train station and was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be, but did I keep the receipt? Well, if that receipt does not come in handy, it's just going to frame me for murder. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. So let's check out this newspaper one more time, make sure it doesn't come up with anything else. And it did. Did that sewer worker find this room? Is that why he was killed? Probably. The room didn't seem like much of a place for drinking. What was the point? Anything over here gonna ping? Nothing. All this talking's making me thirsty. Shit. That startled me. Alright, back up the ladder. We already went through there, and now we're gonna finally head out this door. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. And up some more ladders. For a guy with a limp, I am like rocking these ladders and stairs. The soiled knife I carried in my boot weighed heavily upon my mind as my leg ebbed with pain. As I made my way up the ladder, I thought again on the videotape. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those newspaper clippings away in that locked room? Part of me almost wished I would never find it. My bad, guys. As I reached the top of the ladder, I found a latch above me and tactlessly popped it open. Suddenly, I caught the unexpected dank scent of pine trees. Alright, so there's a fence we're going past. And a gate. Oh, that's an awful noise. A ladder. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Yes. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. So let's go up this thing. More bats. Joy. More ladders. Even better. Alright, there's like scratchings. What is this? In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes. Alright, I folded the wallet and returned it to my back pocket. It looked nicked up somehow and really worn. There weren't any cards or ID in it. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. So, recover them from the wallet, or are we saying that we're recovering them from this world? Like going to go find them? I guess we're gonna find out. Alright. Anything pinging when I go this way? Okay, that did. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through that before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Did I put this up here? Was somebody else carrying it? Does this ping? Nope. Alright, I guess we keep going left. There's an arrow that points this way. Legit. That's what the little key was for. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had becoming strangely chilly. Am I reading that weird, or is that just weirdly writ? Weirdly writ. Okay. We'll go with it. Oh, there's eyes back there. I see eyes.